Making French milled soap. We're going to be milling some plain goat's milk soap that I made 2 months ago, so it's been cured. And what we're going to do is place it in the sausage grinder of my mixing machine. This is the same mixer that I used to make the soap. It was my grandmother's mixer, and she's been gone for over 32 years. So this is a very, very old mixer. I have the soap at the top of the sausage grinder, and I'm going to turn on the mixer, and it's going to grind the soap. I've placed the ground soap in a pot on the stove, and I've added jojoba, wheat germ oil, sweet almond oil, and castor oil. And I'm going to let it slowly melt and watch its temperature. I can't let it get too hot. And it's going to take about half a day for this to go from, hard noodles to kind of a liquidy soap so that I can pour it into molds. A little time has passed, and you can see that the noodles of soap are slowly dissolving into the oils. A little while longer. It's been several hours and we're getting a little closer. So it's time to add something to the soap. These are lavender buds. It's the flower of the lavender plant. I do grow some lavender, but I can't grow enough. So I buy it in bulk, large bags of lavender buds. They smell wonderful. This is a coffee grinder, and I'm going to use it to grind up the buds. So they'll almost be like a flower. So I've ground the flowers, and you can see they're quite different in consistency now. Very much like a flower. And I'm going to pour it into the soap. I've ground 2 batches of flowers and added them to the soap, and I'm going to stir them in. When I use the whole flower, it's kind of scratchy on the skin when you bathe with it. So I found that if I grind it up, I get all the nutrients and the aromas from the flower without the scratchiness of the whole bud. So the flowers have been stirred in, and it's time to move the soap into the mixer. Once I get the soap in the mixer, I'm going to add more fragrance through essential oils, lavender essential oil, which has been distilled to get all of the fragrance and nutrients from the lavender flower and plant. So now the soap is in the mixer, and we're going to turn it on. And we're going to add lavender essential oil. And we're going to turn it off and get it out of the blender and put it into a mold. This is a mold of lavender soap. You can see from the bottom that it's a goat mold. And what I'm going to do is leave the soap in this mold for 24 hours. After 24 hours, we'll pop it out. So when the soap is popped out of the mold, it looks like this. It sits for about 2 weeks to dry, and then it's ready to be used to bathe. You can see I have a lot of different fragrances on the table. I'm getting ready for Christmas sales, so there's a lot of soap here. We hope you enjoyed this Louisiana Wild production.